This podcast is sponsored by Eric's Concrete Pavers, Rockhouse Masonry, and Tahoe Pervious Pavements. When it rains, it drains.
This is a glimpse into my life. Life with Eric.
Eric's here.
And I'm Kiley.
And I'm Eric.
Okay, I think we know who you are.
Oh.
So how's your back feel?
Good.
Knees?
Good.
Great.
Everything else hurts, though.
Because you just took a digger.
A big, big digger.
Well, here's my question. First of all, why you have one path to get around the desk to go in and out?
Right.
Why would you stack an ottoman, 3 pillows, and a blanket in front of you?
Because I just moved it over there to get it out of your way. And when I kneeled down on the ottoman, I hit all the blankets, which were not on the ottoman, and ate shit and dove into the camera and messed it all up. But you were in a shitty kind of funky mood, so it was kind of good. I cheered you up.
I wasn't in a shitty mood. I don't get it amped the same way you do.
No, the only way to get you in a mood is I hurt myself. And then you're happy.
That does help.
Yeah, you should have seen it. We warmed up the podcast, and Kylie's sitting here. She looks like she's on drugs because she's moving her legs and feet, and she looks like she's disgusted.
I was thinking. Well, as I said, though, you like to warm up for like 15 minutes. I need a quick one run through, get the vocals going, and I'm good.
That's why I'm good in bed.
Oh, God. You have to proceed to let me fix the camera. Let me sing you 3 songs. Let me trip and fall.
All I'm doing was going, if I like pina colada, and she's getting the shittiest look on her face every time.
But then you sing another song, and then...
Yeah, and then you take the headphones off, and then you look and stare at me.
And then I roll my eyes again.
Yeah, and then I go, okay, I'll stop.
Save that stuff. I don't need it.
I won't.
I know.
And your mind's preoccupied because you're planning this baby shower.
No, it wasn't actually.
Yeah,
at that
something's going on, and then you're saying, "What kind of food should we have? What kind of?"
I know that is on my mind.
I'm all about the podcast. I'm producing this thing, and then you're asking me what kind of food, and I said, what I always say to you, taco bar,
right?
And you say no.
Well,
not that.
That's like ADD at its best, right there.
Yeah.
A little sidetracked.
We did a taco bar this weekend.
When?
A Rivers movie.
Oh, I was like, when did we
did
do
a full taco bar? I was craft services for Rivers movie.
You were craft services.
Yep.
I think I deserve a hand in that.
Yeah, you were there helping a little bit.
I ordered everything.
You did not.
Oh.
You looked it up. I called the lady and ordered everything.
You got all the drinks and you got all the snacks.
Oh, yeah. You did all the Costco stuff.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, we had to order all this stuff from Costco, water, Gatorades, and everything.
Yes.
And then we had to call the taco place. I was exhausted.
That was my idea also.
My back hurts from that. All those ice chests and everything.
Actually, your back does probably hurt from that. Which they're still in your car, aren't they?
Yeah, I got to get those out. But, River did his movie, 3-day shoot, and we were craft services.
Yes.
And he did a really good job. Super proud.
I'm quite impressed.
Yeah, he did really.
It was for being a high school kid. It was very professional and very.
Yeah, we saw a little intro that he edited real quick, and it was real good. So
yeah,
I'm very excited, but I'm glad it's all over with because it was a little hectic this weekend.
It was.
Yeah, we battled. He did a little shot up at the lake, and it battled the wind.
Yes.
And it was good for me because I could just work in between time, go get sandwiches. Get sandwiches, work. I went to Central Market, got everybody sandwiches, and they were like, I am the best craft services guy because I went to the best. Everybody that took a bite of the sandwich, like, that's the best sandwich I've ever had.
Well, I wouldn't know because you've never taken me there.
Oh, my God. Because I go at lunchtime, so it's in Kings Beach in Tahoe, so it's really good. But you told me one time, go to Urban Deli in Reno, and it's the best sandwich you ever had. It's dog shit compared to Central Market.
I wouldn't know. I have nothing to compare it to.
You know why it's
and
dog shit?
It's not dog shit.
You know why it's dog shit?
That's not why.
It's right. It's right next door to Camp Bow Wow, where they have doggy daycare.
They do have doggy daycare.
And all you hear is dog. And I thought it wasn't that bad, but I get my sandwich and I come out and all I hear is dogs bark. And then
because they want a bite of your sandwich.
No, the kicker is they have a hose rolled up on the wall on the sidewalk. Do you know why?
In case your dog shits on the sidewalk.
Because dog shit on the sidewalk while you're going to get your sandwich.
Well, that's nice. They're hosing it off because a lot of people just leave it hanging around everywhere.
Especially a good dog turd sandwich if you want.
No.
That's all I can think of. I'm like, why would they have a dog thing right next to the sandwich place? Central Market doesn't have that. They're next to Taco Bell.
Wow.
Speaking of dogs.
Yeah, speaking of shit, what's in those beans?
Speaking of shit and dogs. Do you know what's right behind Taco Bell on Central Market?
What?
La Mex.
Okay, well.
La Mexican, another Mexican food restaurant.
That's funny.
I know.
So, yeah. Okay.
And then the dog pound's right next door.
So it's next to your dog place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, taquitos. Special taquitos.
Oh boy.
I always tell my guys when I bring them, when a dog walks through the concrete or something, I always go, up, get him out, or that's taquitos, and they all laugh. They go, oh no, that's true.
Oh.
Down Tijuana.
Don't eat your
I don't know if
dog.
it's true or not. They just make
You
fun
used
of
to
it.
always tell the kids that chow fun in Hawaii was made out of cats.
Right, cat meat.
And you wonder why your kids won't eat weird things.
And then Guri Guri has cat piss in
Yeah,
it. I used
and
to tell them.
they don't like to try things, probably because they're like, Dad's making me eat
They're
an
like,
animal.
I'm not eating that chow fun.
Yeah.
In
What is
all
this,
reality,
a hamster?
reality, chow fun is pork.
Right.
But I used to say, oh, kid, because
I know.
we used to get the chow fun. There'd be what do they call wild cats? There's a name for them. Feral cats.
Feral cats.
Yeah, feral cats were everywhere, all around the whole place, and then you go get chow fun in a little tub.
For someone who's so picky and weird about food, you will eat the weirdest randomest places.
I know. I love like food carts. Or remember that time in L.A. when we went walking?
We were
and-
drunk. I don't think that counts.
I know, but it's still good.
It was
and then
really
we ate that,
good.
We went to the burlesque place and the street taco place was
Yeah,
there.
the street taco places.
I like when they chop up all the pork or whatever it is and they crisp it all up and put it
They
in the
did
burrito.
that at that place.
Man, that's good. Oh, I want one right now.
It's so weird. You're so picky about like what you're gonna eat, but then you'll eat like from the weirdest, grossest places.
That's why I like everything well done. Just in case it is cat.
Oh, okay. Well,
Just in case it is cat.
now we know why you shirt all the time, because you just ate it from some weird hole in the wall.
I made a hole in my pants.
Right. Learning something new today. 10 years later.
Speaking of animals,
What?
we just watched the Kentucky Derby
Derby
yesterday.
weekend?
That was, if anybody saw the Kentucky Derby, no one did. I just happened to record it for Kiley,
A lot of people probably did.
and I had to make all my bets for my cousin Jeff.
Who
and
made all
everybody.
the bets? Excuse me?
Oh, Kiley did.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I was like, we go down the Tamarack to make the fucking bets at 7:00 p.m.
No, it was after 7. We were planning to go early, but I talked to my mom for like an hour and a half, so we didn't go.
Right. And
It's
so
my fault, actually.
yeah, I go down to make all the bets for my cousin, and we're not even betting for ourselves. We were just
No,
going down
I
to bet for
know.
him, and go down there and it's closed.
Sportsbook was closed.
So I go, oh, there's a little kiosk. Let's use the kiosk. I put $120 in the kiosk. It doesn't
we're
work
all-
and spits out
well,
a
we just
shitty
don't
old
know
ticket.
what we're doing.
Right, so it spits out a ticket. So we take it to the little machine.
Nope.
We could not get, it just keep
Because
popping out of the machine.
doesn't go there.
Yeah, it goes to some other voucher machine. We're walking around like
we're not
idiots.
good gamblers. Learn
No.
that.
No, Kiley goes, gets a master's degree. She has all this school. I've never even been to a day of school in my life. And Kiley does all this stuff. She can't work the freaking poker machine. Like, what the
can't.
hell's wrong with you?
I'm like pushing it, like it's not working. And you're
She
like,
has to
touch
have-
the screen.
Yeah, I said, well, why don't you get that illiterate barfly at the end of the bar to come over and help you, Miss Master's Genius?
Well, they didn't teach me that in school.
I can't do this. It won't happen. The lady comes over. It won't cash out. It won't cash
She's
out.
like,
She
you're in
goes,
the middle of a hand.
"You're in the
And
middle
I was
of-
like, oh,
yeah, you're in the middle of the hand. Why don't you finish the hand, then you can cash out?
didn't know.
And then we want to go to they have right by the steakhouse there. They have a little appetizer place, little
Yes,
lounge,
like a lounge.
menu. So we go there, and the guy goes, "If you get your order in right now,
Like
I
in
can
second
get-
minutes. He's
yeah,
like,
I'm
in the next
we're
1
like,
minute.
we don't know what we want."
No.
So we end up going to the coffee shop,
Right.
which that's where I go every Thursday, and it's all gross, and we eat there.
And it's all gross.
All the people were gross. Everybody was gross.
I
in
actually was kind of drunk, so I don't really remember.
there. I know. How do you get drunk just talking to your mom?
I just kept drinking wine.
You kept walking back to the bar.
Yeah,
and
because
back
they just
and
kept
back. And I'm like, what
pounding
is she-
wine while I was talking.
And next thing you know, I'm like, she's like,
Missing-
you have to drive to the
you have
Tamarack.
to drive.
I'm like, I never drive. I don't drive.
I know, but you had
I
to.
hardly
that
even
night.
know how to drive. After 5 o'clock, I don't drive.
Well, you got to on Friday night.
Right. We made all the bets to the Kentucky Derby, so I really wanted to watch it. I figured, I got home at 3:30 on Saturday. I missed it. It usually shoots off around 3:10 or something like that. Usually
I don't
in the
know.
old past.
In the old days.
Didn't shoot it off till like 4 o'clock or
Because
after 4.
maybe they're having some horse issues.
Yeah. So what? Well, they're obviously having some horse issues because one of the horses dropped out of the race and they got a
That was on Friday, though.
yeah, but they got a replacement horse. It's number 21, which I don't know the name of it. I forgot.
Striker? or
Lucky Strike?
something? I don't know.
I don't know.
Something like that.
Super Strike,
No.
Custom Strike.
I don't know.
I have no idea. But anyway,
Number 21.
yeah,
And it-
on the outside. But this, long story short, this little fucker.
they're all little fuckers.
Oh, the jockeys.
Yeah.
One time I was in Seattle. This was before you.
Obviously.
Went to Seattle, and what they do is they have 10 races, and each race they parade the jockeys in front of all the people. And so one of the people we were with says, "Oh my God, look at them! They're so cute!" And the guy turns and goes, "Fuck off!" Like the fuck off.
Oh, do you have a high voice?
Yeah.
Oh,
we started laughing so hard. He says, "Fuck off," though.
Oh, do they like?
Look how little they are. They're so cute. Like. But anyway, to go to the horse races, to go to the horse races is a lot of fun. And those jockeys are tough. I mean, they're little guys, but they're tough. To ride those horses is brutal.
I mean, I think it probably hurts your balls, right? And your back.
The jockeys have big balls or little balls?
I mean, they're probably swollen, so big.
They're giant balls.
Because they're like bouncing around on that saddle.
Or no balls.
But sometimes they like squat down so their like junk doesn't hit it.
Yeah, they're like asses in the air and they're pushing on the mane. Yeah. But this guy comes.
What if you have big balls though? Then they're like hitting.
Yeah, I guess I couldn't drive one.
Oh boy. Big old saggy
My balls hurt just sitting here, not let alone riding a horse.
Oh, well, don't be a jockey then.
Right, I'll never be a jockey.
You'd be in last place.
I'm afraid of horses.
Because you're like 100 pounds more than the jockeys.
I weigh the same as the horse.
No. The jockeys literally probably weigh 100 pounds less than you. I'm not even joking.
The horse can't go.
We should research that. How much does a winning jockey weigh?
First time ever, the Kentucky Derby. The last place horse is getting lapped. He's coming. The horse is panting before the gates open. The horse is panting before the gate opens. Get off me, fat ass. But this guy, this jockey, and the horse, 21, comes basically weaving through everybody until the horse kind of sees a lane and takes off like a mofo.
He did.
It was crazy to watch. Those of you out there who haven't seen it, just Google it and watch it.
Yeah, I'm like, you just told everyone how it went.
And then he swerves through at the last second where you don't think he can get through, and then he blasts and wins the race over the two favorites. And this guy was 80-1 odds.
I know, that's pretty amazing. Was this event like really exciting for you? Because I've heard this story from you about 5 times now, and it's only been less than 24 hours.
I thought it was amazing.
I think that you did.
The best part about it is after... You know, like Mike Tyson after a fight is really amped up, you know. He's like wants to kill somebody after the fight because he's so amped up. This horse was like that. It started biting the pony.
Start biting the other horse.
Yeah, each horse gets a person to guide the horse, you know,
like
to the
caretaker.
To the
or a handler. It's like a handler.
Like a handler to the prize, stand or whatever too. And this horse is biting the fuck out of the other horse, and the other horse is getting all paranoid, and then they're yelling at it, and it's flopping its head. It was doing it for
reins.
Yeah, it was doing it for a long time, but I think this horse was so amped up that it was like just had to get the aggression out. It was like, it's like, a prize fighter or
well, I mean, if you just got whipped the shit out of you, wouldn't you bite something?
Yeah, you're all angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't bite the jockey because he's behind you, so you just bite the next thing.
Yeah, you're pissed at that guy.
Yeah, like, fuck you. You just beat the shit out of me. Now I'm going to bite something.
Right. But that just jockey, man, he put his ass up. And then
maybe he was farting and pushing it along.
I never thought about that, dear. He had like a muddy brown spot on his
ass.
And then he pulled off his goggles because they're all muddy, and there's another pair of goggles under.
Yeah, I did not know that they did.
Two other pair hanging around his neck.
He had like 4 hanging around his neck and one behind him.
Yeah, so as they're running,
they pull their goggles
just keep pulling the goggles off, and they have layers of layers.
Pretty ingenious, actually.
I never knew that.
I don't know if it's a new thing or
I just have
never paid attention, but it's pretty ingenious.
I know. Why do they have jockey underwear? Why is
they named the same?
Why is jockey underwear? Is that something to do with like jockey and underwear?
I don't know. Maybe.
Never thought about that until
maybe
just now.
They made jockey underwear initially for jockeys.
Until you started talking about the brown spot, I started thinking about underwear.
Oh boy, I didn't talk about the brown spot. You did.
The only thing I got in common with the jockey is the brown spot.
Okie doke.
That's it. I weigh them.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all the
height and weight way up.
There's no American jockeys. I didn't notice any. They're all like Venezuelan.
We have too many hormones in our food, so we don't stay little.
Oh, maybe.
I just made that up.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But I wonder if
or maybe they like castrate their jockeys when they're young. Like, you're gonna stay this height and be a jockey. Good luck.
I don't know. But there's a couple American jockeys that are kind of famous. I just don't. I don't follow that world, so. I know nothing. I know nothing about that. You know who might know a little bit about jockeys?
He only knows about the underwear.
Mr. Joe.
Hey everybody, This is Joe LaMonica with LaMonica Custom Builders. You want a custom home from a Southern California premier home builder? Call me, Joe LaMonica with LaMonica Custom Builders. 310-465-3347.
Joe's horse would be lagging too. Joe's horse might be a little behind my horse.
Joe might win because
yeah.
he might like punch out all the other jockeys.
Joe would punch all the. No, he punched the horses.
Oh, I'd rather punch the people.
Okay, well, okay. Yeah.
In my opinion.
He'd knock a few of the jockeys off.
And then
yeah.
Yeah,
then it'd just be me and George.
George who? George,
yeah. Me and Joe out there racing. Number 20 and 21.
Oh, who would win that one?
I have no idea. I just stay far away from him. I know that.
Because he'll take you out.
Right. I wouldn't get real. I would just stay.
He would
as
just
far
take
away.
you out with like his whip.
Yeah, I'd stay as far away as I can. But a lot of those jockeys are from Mexico.
Oh.
They're from Venezuela, Guatemala, all these different places. We went to Mexico last week.
We did not.
Basically,
go to Mexico last week.
We basically did.
We did not.
Tell them what we did last week.
We went to a fundraiser that was Mexican themed.
It kind of seemed like Mexico, and it was decorated very
well.
well.
They did decorate very well. There was a what are the bands called?
Mariachi.
Yes, mariachi band.
Mariachi band.
It was great, except for we were sitting right next to them in the speaker, and it was a little loud. But
yeah, with the trumpets.
Yes, but they were good. The taco bar was good.
You know what? Do you know what Mexico always has?
Nope.
All these Mexican people running around. There's always some big ass white guy in the middle of Mexico with a big like sombrero, acting like he belongs.
Oh, okay. Actually, that probably is true.
And that's what this party had. This big fucking asshole. I hated that guy.
He was a little intense.
I know. I don't know if he was drunk or what, but he just.
No, I don't think he was. I think he's just an asshole.
You know, he's kind of looking at looking
he was
at your
like,
boobs.
Well, I mean, they're
sticking
how could
out.
You not,
yeah,
but
that's true.
You can't judge him on that one.
Kylie wears this dress. I'm like, okay, no one's gonna be looking you in the eye tonight.
Oh, I can't help it.
I know it was a nice dress though.
That's just what they do.
Yeah, but this guy.
He was like totally like trying to flirt with like some teachers while his wife was like dancing
there.
Or at the table, and we're like, "Who? You're an asshole."
Yeah, and he was asshole in the dessert line. I happened to get him, and he kind of takes cuts in the bar line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't like that guy. I was like, I don't know, but
you could tell.
But, you know,
he just
typical,
looked like a pompous asshole.
Yeah, and he stuck out like a sore thumb because he's really huge, and
he was
had a
huge
giant like
guy.
sombrero on.
He did.
Yeah, what an asshole! I don't know. I have no idea.
I can't remember what his name was.
Who
But
cares what his name was? He should have been going out with that. There was that chick on the dance floor.
You would have actually have thought that, and I'm not. I'm not to be. This does sound super judgmentally, but I'm gonna say it either way. You would have think by the way he acted and how like pompous and cool he thought is what he was, that he had some like hot young wife.
Yeah, you kind of think so.
He did not, because he was trying to look like he was younger and act like he was younger. Come to find out,
and he kept taking pictures, even with the cocktail waitresses and stuff. He's grabbing on.
Come to find out, he's probably in his like mid to late 50s.
Easily.
And his wife is also in her mid to late 50s.
Right. Didn't go together. Kind of weirdly.
Did not go together at all. And so you're like, okay.
I know. Oh, we people watch, but we're nice to people. We're not mean to anybody.
No, as long
unless
you're mean, and then we're not nice to you.
There was that lady in the orange dress.
Oh, bless her
this
heart.
Older lady was wearing like a dress you see in Dancing with the Stars.
It was legitimately like a
dancing dress,
like cha-cha dance.
And it was fine, but not the right spot to wear that dress at all.
I could see if you were like actually like a dancer, maybe you could rock it. But bless her heart, couldn't dance.
She had a nice body and everything.
She did, but she had no rhythm, didn't know how to dance.
She was black tan, but she had no rhythm at all.
Didn't.
She was out there dancing, probably all drunk too. I don't know. But
I don't think so.
I was like, holy mackerel.
No, I think
Kylie
she just
was
has no
laughing
rhythm,
so
and
hard.
I felt bad, but she was entertaining me.
Yeah. But, what was the party for? It was for the kids' school.
It was for the kids' school, fundraiser for the school.
But the funny thing is the Catholic school.
Right.
And I thought one of the things, they had this auction, a live auction.
Yes, they did.
And they auctioned a dinner with the
priest.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting. And it went for a lot of money, too.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Went for more money than, like, the Raiders game.
Like, wait, I was like, holy crap. So someone really wants to go to dinner with the priest.
Yeah, I know.
Teach their own.
Yeah. Father Mike would want to go to dinner with me if he saw me.
And your dad.
Yeah, my dad. He loves my dad.
Me and your mom might have to stay home.
No, he doesn't. Father Mike doesn't like women. That's so bad.
That is bad. At least it's men and not boys.
Hey, Dan, edit that out. Speaking of, Dan's going to be on the podcast next week. Podcast Dan's going to make make a showing on the podcast.
Yes,
I think he's excited.
I would say yes. Next week is the big
52.
1 year anniversary.
I can't figure it out though because 52 weeks is a year, right? Or am I wrong?
No, 52 weeks is a year.
But our first episode aired on June 2nd.
Because we did 2. We dropped 2 on the same day.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right.
So
we
smart.
We dropped 2.
Yeah.
And Dan's the one that told us to do that. We should never have did that.
Well, you can bag on him next week.
Yeah, I got to talk to Dan about that. He's coherent between his bottles of Jameson. He can't have any drinks till we start.
We are going to have to limit
Control him.
his drinking.
Yeah. We're going to have to pause the podcast so he can take 4 piss during the podcast.
Nice.
And we're thinking about having Atna on too. We got to talk to her about it.
You tell me that you are the talent person,
Yep.
and so I stay out
We're
of
gonna
it
get
now.
Atna on there, and then I was hoping to have one of our sponsors, Rob G&E Painting. Maybe him and his girlfriend can come. If you're listening, we're pushing you now. But I sent them an email, see if they can come. But anyway, back to our Mexican party.
Oh, we're going back? We're
Back-
jumping
yeah.
around. Okay.
So I had to take a piss at the Mexican party,
Oh, yes.
and of course in the casino, they put the bathroom 8 miles away. You got to actually go
No.
outside.
Well, because we were in the convention room, and so the bathrooms are up a staircase.
Yeah, so you got to go up the staircase into the bathroom. So I go up. It's kind of the middle of the festivities. So no one's in the bathroom. I go in there, and there's like 2 homeless guys in there, 1 black guy, 1 white guy, and the white guy has like a bandana on. He almost looks like he's gonna rob you. And I got kind of scared for a
great.
second. I'm like, fuck, I'm not even washing my hands. I'm not going over there to wash my hands. So I don't want to get mugged. And the black guy turns to me and says, "Hey, man, I'm Eric." And so it caught me for a second. I'm like, what? He goes, "I'm Eric." And I'm like, oh. Then I go, "It's your lucky day." And I pulled out 20
Well, no,
bucks.
he said it was his birthday, too.
Oh, he goes, "I'm Eric and it's my birthday." And I go, "Well, Eric, it's your luck. I'm Eric too. And it's your lucky day." So I pulled 20 bucks out, handed it to him, and he hightailed it out of the bathroom. So I did not want to be in there. So he proceeds to chase me out of the bathroom. There's no one in the hallway going down the escalator. So he gets onto the escalator and starts coming down like after me. And I'm like, "Eric, go back. Eric, get out of here, Eric. You can't come in here, Eric. You can't come in here." So now I'm like, I got this stalker
Schooling
out. Yeah, I got this stalker out there.
Oh.
And I come back and tell Kiley, I said, "Hey, my buddy Eric's waiting for me out there. I got to ditch him." So the next time I had to go to the
me
bathroom.
and my mom went to the bathroom, and we saw your buddy Eric hanging out on the staircase with his lady. And so we're like,
He had a-
beware.
You got a lady?
Yeah, he did. Your buddy Eric's on the staircase, so we gave you a little plan to try to avoid him.
Oh, yeah. He's sitting on the stairs, so go and take a hard right and go
Yeah.
around him. I did see him there, though.
I know. I'm like, oh, that's Eric.
But isn't that random? I was like, is this guy?
Yes.
Like, that's so odd that he has the same name as me. And he
I
just,
mean, it's a common name, darling.
I know, but I didn't. It's not like I prompted him, you know.
Right.
But yeah, the Mexican.
Maybe he's psychic and knew your name.
He's what?
Psychic.
Oh, possibly. Maybe he's me in a different life.
Oh.
I hung out. Are we at the El Dorado?
Yeah.
Silver Legacy, El Dorado.
Eldorado.
Yeah, maybe in my other life I hang out at the El Dorado bathroom.
Doesn't sound great.
Hey man, my name's Eric. And then it's funny because he probably had your birthday for all I know. He goes, "It's my he goes, "It's my birthday, Taurus. Don't mess with the horns." That's what he's telling me.
Yeah, I tell you that all the time.
He told me I'm like, "You sound like my wife."
Yeah.
My wife smells better than you.
Do I? No.
Yeah.
Depends
Oh
on
yeah.
The day.
Trust me. Yeah. Well, I mean, by the end of the week, you might smell like Eric.
Oh, okay. Depends, yeah. That's how my week went.
Yeah. I had a weird week
Why?
because I went.
Speaking of the end of the weeks.
No, I had a weird week
Why?
because I was up in Incline,
Dang it.
and when I'm
Yeah.
up there, like in the middle of the day or whatever, I'll have to go take a dump once in a while.
Once in a while, you do it daily.
Yeah, and sorry, mom. Here I go again. But this is actually funny, and this may have happened to people out there, or may never
I don't
happen to
think
anybody.
it does.
So I go up. We have our office down below, and above's a condo. So like, when we go to take a shit, I usually take a shit downstairs, and Marcus goes
Which
upstairs.
is sad that you guys have like designated bathrooms.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take the bottom, you take the top.
And a lot of
Okay,
times we
bye.
have the door. We yell back and
Stop
forth.
it, you
Yeah.
two. What's wrong with you?
Marcus doesn't go down below because he won't hold the hand. You got to hold the handle down so everything
Oh.
goes down. But anyway, that's beside the point. So
That
this,
is totally beside the point.
Marcus and I went and had lunch together, and this guy from work is calling me, asking me about samples and some other bullshit. And Mark's going, God, these people always ask you that shit. I'm like, all the time. So the guy calls me back right as I'm sitting down on the toilet. And I did have to tell him something, so
You answered.
I put on speakerphone as I'm sitting down on the toilet.
Shit.
So I'm
Literally.
talking to the guy.
Does like you hearing plops?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm talking to the guy, and he's asking me all this stuff. So I go. He's still on the phone. And maybe you could picture this. I don't know if people can picture this, or they even want to picture this.
I couldn't picture it. You had to like physically show. Well,
yeah. So
show
if
me-ish.
you're sitting down,
if you're, s-
and the toilet paper is on the right-hand side.
I don't think that
So
matters.
I'm explaining it. So I
Okay.
grab some toilet paper off, and I make a little,
Okay, you're getting very
I fold it.
detailed, and we
And I
don't need
put-
to know
and-
this.
Yes, we do.
No,
yes,
we
do.
don't.
This is very important.
No, it's not.
So
How
I
you
put-
fold your toilet paper,
So I put the toilet paper in my left hand.
which I find that weird.
I'm
That
ambidextrous.
you wipe with your left hand and your right handed.
I'm ambidextrous.
I guess.
Yeah, sometimes I eat with my left hand.
You've never eaten with
Sometimes
your
I
left
wipe.
hand.
Well, for some reason, I wipe with my left hand.
You're like an Indian.
Yeah, I'm like an Indian. Yeah, all Indians wipe with the left hand
Yeah,
because they eat with
Matt
the
taught
right,
you
supposedly.
something.
Yeah. I'm not like an Indian because I'm using toilet paper.
Valid point.
Indians use water and douche their asshole.
They deuce?
Douche. Douche.
Yes.
So I'm sitting there. I roll to my right cheek, and my left hand goes up
It's
to
very
wipe.
detailed.
I'm telling you because you won't understand if I just tell you. And I don't want to tell this to people, but
You are, though.
I don't want to tell this to people, but it's really kind of weird. So I go to wipe. And as I wipe, I look, you know how you look and see if
I
there's
know,
anything on
because
the
they
toilet
don't
paper?
look. No, that's not how
I
I
look
roll.
back to look, and a turd comes flinging up out of the toilet. Like I wipe to flick my wrist, and a turd comes boom, almost over my shoulder and goes all the way to the cabinet and lands right on the floor.
And I think you need to specify this. How big was this turd?
An inch and a half long.
How thick?
It's a little soft.
How thick every time? What's the
Oh
diameter
no,
on
not
that
like half
thing?
inch. Half inch. Just a little thing.
Like a little goose poop.
Yeah. There you go. Like a little goose poop.
Like a little like.
But it flung
duck.
up. I actually had to dive my head and dodge. I thought I was going to hit right in the eye. And then so I told Marcus, he's like, how the hell did you do that? So Marcus grabs a Sharpie, and we're trying to reenact it to see how that even happened.
I have so many things wrong with this.
It's
though.
never happened to, why?
Like one, how did you have a turd hanging out of your butthole still that didn't fall? That's just hanging out there like a tail.
I don't know. It must have been some residuals there or something. I have no
Like,
idea.
and that's a big residual.
When it happened, I'm like, I was like very ashamed because I'm like wiping up the floor like a dog
Right.
just did it.
And then what happened to the turd after you flung it?
The best part is this guy's on the phone the whole time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I won't say the name of the contractor.
Nice.
He
Where,
has no idea what's
so
going on. Like
where did the turd fling to?
right to the cabinet.
It hit the cabinet.
No, it landed right before the cabinet.
Oh, okay.
On the ground in the corner.
What?
And I don't know how it could happen.
Diane, you're gonna need to get the cleaners in there.
I wiped it. It was fine.
Did you sanitize it?
But how could that
No,
possibly
you
happen?
didn't.
How could that?
I have
possibly
no
happen?
idea.
Marcus had a Sharpie, and he's like, okay, if it's hanging there, and you did this, and
Right.
I
It
flick
makes-
it, and it flings up and over. Yeah.
Like now, I'm curious. Like, how many times have you flung shit on your back and you don't
Never.
even know it?
Yeah. I don't know. I've never heard of anything flinging ever that far.
How many times have you flung it not far? That's what I'm wondering now.
I've never, and it's never happened
That
before
you know
in my
of,
life.
that
I
you
wasn't even
know
going to
of.
talk about it because it was too gross, but I have to. When extraordinary things happen to
When
extraordinary people.
extraordinary things happen. Your only extraordinary things have to do with poop.
I know. Sorry, Mom. I'm not talking about this anymore. That's the last.
You say
turn.
that, but then she's gonna call you and be like, "Oh my God, do you want to let me tell you what happened to me?"
Right.
Diane, do you have a story?
She probably does. I have this clip of my mom was on last week, and I have this behind the scenes clip of like before we start the podcast. It's so kind of funny because it shows us talking, and then my mom's like, "Gets away." She got a burp. She burps. And
Oh,
then
yes.
Yeah. So I thought it was pretty funny. Little behind the scenes clip.
She's like,
She's
actually,
gonna get mad at me that I talk about the turd fling though.
she's like a.
That's the name of this podcast, Turd Fling.
That's a horrible name.
I know.
She's like real classy on camera and on the podcast, and then turn off the mics, and we get a whole different side.
I know. I wish we could just film her and without like not knowing we're on the podcast, just
I
her
know.
normal talking. It would be funny.
Oh my gosh, it'd be great.
But we got sidetracked. Let's talk about your dress at the Mexican
Oh, we're
party.
going back? Why?
Yeah, we're going backwards because I was going to talk about your dress at the Mexican party.
Okay.
How many compliments you got on your dress?
I know. Was it compliments on my dress or just my boobs?
I don't know.
Right.
Both. But everybody's like, "Oh, you love your dress. I love your
Yeah,
dress."
I
Everybody
did
was
enjoy that dress. It
yeah,
was
everybody's
fun.
just going crazy about your dress. And remarkably enough, everybody was talking about Kim Kardashian's dress because she
Oh,
wore the Marilyn
yes.
Monroe dress.
Because it was the Met Gala on Monday.
Right. Is it Met Gala's on Monday? I don't really
It's
hardly
the
know what
first
the
Monday
Met
in
Gala
May.
was. But
The
they're
Met
making
Gala is always the first Monday in May.
Oh, okay. Because they're making this big hoopla about she wore Marilyn Monroe's
She
dress
wore Marilyn Monroe's dress.
out of the museum and all
Yes,
this other
yeah.
shit. But her ass was a little too big. So I guess they had to like hide it and not because they didn't want to adjust the dress.
I don't think they hit it. I think she lost like a lot of weight real fast.
Oh, to fit in the dress?
Yeah.
Well, her ass though is bigger than Marilyn Monroe's.
Not really. Marilyn Monroe is very curvy.
Yeah, I don't know, but they're
The
making
problem
this
that
huge
because she's
hoopla.
little.
I don't have a problem with her wearing Marilyn Monroe's dress, but a lot of
I don't
people
think
did.
so either. I just didn't. I just felt like she looked, and I don't know if it was just like that's what she wanted to look like. I just thought she looked very uncomfortable. Like every photo, she just looked uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I'm thinking she had like
I
3
can't-
pairs of like Spanx on,
Yeah,
and was
where-
like sucked into
Her version
all-
of Spanx,
Yeah,
and then she had her hair was like blonde and
I
slicked
think she
back,
dyed it blonde.
but it didn't look like
I
Marilyn
know.
Monroe.
No, I don't think she was trying to look like Marilyn Monroe.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
But anyway, it was a big hoopla. I don't know
It
what.
is
but
every year.
I thought of that because everybody was talking about your dress, and you look really
Oh,
good, and everybody's talking
yes.
about that dress.
I personally enjoyed Blake Lively's
You're my-
dress.
You're what?
I personally enjoyed Blake Lively's dress at the
Does
Met
anybody even know
Gala.
who that is?
Yes.
They do.
Yes.
Who is it? It's
Blake
Ryan Reynolds'
Lively's
wife, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, check it out. Check it out, you Met Gala people.
A lot of women know what the Met Gala is.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What is it? A dinner or a fashion contest?
Both.
So you have a fashion contest.
It's not a
and then you go to dinner.
contest. It's not a contest.
Oh, it's just like you show
like
off your dresses.
designers get to like showcase.
Oh,
They get to be
okay.
really creative because there's always a theme and
right.
yeah.
Life with Eric podcast is brought to you by Petrolia Concrete Construction and doTERRA Essential Oils. You can get those from Aislinn Mueller at This Essential Life is our handle.
Maybe you should get some On Guard multi-purpose cleaner to clean up your shit.
I'll do that before my mom and dad get back from Arizona. It's fine.
Is it?
Yes. So we had the kids over last night
Yes.
for dinner. It was great because we had all 3 of them.
Yep.
And we had Skylar and Charlie.
Yep.
And,
Skylar and Charlie came into town for Mother's Day weekend.
Yep. And so
We had a big fam den.
yep. And we met Charlie's sister, came over.
Oh yeah, we did.
But we had a dinner. We had Kylie made enchilada casserole, which is the kids'
Did.
favorite,
Yep.
which is the bomb, which my stomach's still bloated from.
Okay.
But, you know,
Or is that for breakfast?
that's my problem.
Right. How much did you eat?
A lot. It was so
Oh.
good. Oh,
Oh my God, there's one in the oven still.
cooking?
No. I forgot it's in there overnight though.
Oh, really? Well, we'll probably
I
have
literally just remembered
tonight.
that.
We'll probably have that and a little salad.
Shit salad. Okay.
Yeah. No
I'm
shit.
gonna go take that out.
No shit salad. But we started discussing this Roe versus Wade abortion thing. That's what we
Oh, yeah, it's-
discussed
well-
about with our kids.
Well, it's really a big topic right now in the
Yeah, because
society.
but the whole thing right now is that they're trying to get it to go back to the states that vote if you can get an abortion or not.
Right.
And now all these kids, Skylar's showing me all these videos and stuff. They're saying, I've had an abortion and I'll get 10 more if that's the case, you know. But then
Right.
you shouldn't use the abortion as birth control.
Right. I mean, I can argue it actually both ways. I mean, I do think it should be a woman's right. I do agree with that, but I feel like it shouldn't be a form of birth control. I feel like, and I kind of feel like in some cases it's become really like people are real laxed about the idea of just I'll just get an abortion. It's fine. It's not a big deal. But
They're trying to pass some law in like New York, like you can get an abortion the day you have the baby.
I know
It's
that's
kinda
that's-
weird. I mean,
I
that's
don't
a
agree
little-
with that at all.
That's a little sketchy, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
Yeah.
not. They're not really great for you at the end of the day. Emotionally, it tears you up. It's not good for your body to like have multiple abortions. Like,
No, or use it like you were saying for birth control.
yeah,
I
like
mean,
it's really at the end of the day not healthy thing to do, like, continually.
Yeah, emotionally too.
Yeah.
Or whatever, but
So I can argue it both ways.
But I think people think that this is a whole thing.
No, they're
should there
taking
be
it
abortion
away.
or not? They're not taking it.
They're not taking it
Trust
away.
me, if someone's getting an abortion, you can get it wherever, probably.
Right. They're just putting
know.
it. They're just saying it should never have been a federal decision. It should have stayed at the state level.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen with this thing, but
I have a feeling it's actually going to go. They are going to overturn it back to the state level.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's going
and
that
then
way.
each state will decide what they want to do for
yeah.
their own good of the state, I guess, or whatever.
Right.
But man, these kids are going crazy over there. But like, I don't think there's a reason to protest
But I
and
think,
do all this
and
shit.
I think that's
Jesus.
it's a little bit of what happens this day and age is that they don't either listen to all the info, get all the info, whatever. So they don't. All they hear is they're overturning Roe versus Wade, and so they think abortion will be abominated.
Abominate? I mean, abolished?
I don't know. I just made up a word, I guess.
The abominated snowman, I said.
Abominable. So yeah, so it will be gone, but that's not what they're saying. They're just saying no, we're just taking it off the federal level.
Right. But I thought it was interesting. I mean, definitely it's a subject with, Skylar's 20s,
It's
Tanner's 27.
it's interesting to kind of hear different the younger generation's perspective.
But they're going off on Instagram. They have all these videos and
Right.
everything else. And I think most people out there, would agree to abortion within a certain,
Well, I think it just kind of
get
depends, and I think you do get like where religiously they don't believe in that, and you have to respect that. But
yeah, but I mean, there's all different ways to think
Yeah.
about it. But this whole hoopla is ridiculous because
I do. I think it's getting blown out of proportion.
Yeah, and
for
I
what's
think,
happening.
Yeah, and
for
I
what's
think,
actually happening and what's actually going to
yeah.
happen.
But again, it's misinformation to everybody
Correct.
because they don't really explain it to everybody the same way. It's explained whatever news channel
Correct.
you watch is explained differently.
And look, like, when was the last time Tanner River or Skylar watched the news?
Yeah, kids these days don't watch the
right.
news. They
So
just,
it's like whatever the clips they see on social media, which is usually not a news clip, it's a personal opinion.
Right.
Which that person probably didn't watch the news either.
Right.
So
Crazy.
it's like a horrible game of telephone.
Yeah. Good one.
Yeah.
Good one, Kiki. That was a good one. That was a sour note to
I know, you
talk
brought
about.
that up,
I did
man.
bring it up because it was interesting. The kids really were talking about it and really know about it. Like it's funny that, but the political, either it's Democratic or Republican, they know what gets the people.
Oh,
when they
yes.
start
Oh,
talking
yeah, yeah.
about it,
And, well, and it's interesting, too, how I think especially we kind of saw it with COVID and now we're seeing it again. And, like, even, like, the Black Lives Matters and stuff, as much as it is social issues, they are really politicizing them.
I know.
For the parties to take advantage of them.
Yeah, and stuff. And
which it's not helpful to society.
And
I'm
even
not
with
saying they're not issues, but I feel like the politics starts getting involved.
right.
And
the fucked up thing about COVID was they made COVID a medical issue political.
they did.
Do you want to live or die? It shouldn't be political because
shouldn't
it's
be.
just they should be protecting everybody equally. It's not. That's what I'm saying.
No,
mask,
correct.
no mask, whatever. But they didn't make
Yeah.
it. They made it a political issue.
They
and
did.
It fucked
And
everything
it
up.
did. And we really, in the past 2 years, have seen things really, like just social issues, be way more politicized, like between political parties than necessary.
Right.
I get it. The two parties are going to have different views, but they really like put that line in
really
the sand
went
between
crazy,
yeah,
yeah.
on all these social issues.
Right. And like my mom and dad were there on the podcast last week, and it was a lot simpler when they got married and everything. I guess, well, maybe not because they had Vietnam and all this stuff. I don't know. But
That's true. It's just probably not simpler. It's just how times have changed.
Yeah. But it's funny. Yeah, I guess so. You're right.
When you think about it, they didn't have like phone, social media, that stuff that we have now. We're
They
like
definitely
right
didn't
now,
have that.
news, any kind of news, whether it be
true or false.
true or false, yeah,
Travels
spreads
fast.
like wildfire. And back then, it took
Flowers.
days, weeks to get to you, and I think a little bit of the plus of that though is that it was really like vetted out by the time you got it. But
Yeah, that's true.
now you just get whatever. I'm like, is this real? Not real. Do we believe it? Should we not believe it?
Well, we'll talk about fake news later.
Times different of the times.
But when Mom and Dad were on the podcast last week, a lot of people liked the comments they made about my mom. I even posted it on social media how she said her advice to stay together, and they've been together 53 years or something like that,
I think 3, yeah.
is to always have date night. And for God's sakes, leave your kids with a babysitter and you have date night.
Where's my date night?
Your date night's every day.
Were you sleeping in the recliner and I'm making you dinner?
Yeah, that's date night.
That's not date night.
That's so fun. that's so fun.
It's so fun.
And couples should go on vacation together and do things they like together.
We do that.
And then we're planning on going to Maine
Oh, yeah, Maine gang.
with the Maine gang. Me and Marcus and Lauren and Chris and Mel, and I said that way off. Right?
You didn't even include me.
Mark and Mel, yeah. Me and Kylie, Marcus and Mel, and Chris and Lauren are going to go to Maine. Portland, Maine. We're going to try it out.
We are.
Could be fun. Just kind of a,
Maine gang.
spur of the moment Maine gang.
I want to get T-shirts made.
The main event. But we learned a lot from my mom and dad about couples.
We did?
Yeah.
Or did you?
You go if you're gonna go to the bar together, you go to the smoking bar. If you're gonna
I don't know if that would be good for us.
If you're gonna go casino, one should gamble and one should stand at the other side of the bar and drink.
Flirt.
And flirt and drink vodka. That works perfect. One should go to work and one should stay home and shop.
How come I can't stay home and shop?
Well, I don't know. The times have changed.
I would love to stay home and shop.
But yeah, so everybody loves when they're on. We have so much fun when they're guests on there. So
we always learn a little different insight. I feel like you actually learn a different insight about your parents that you didn't know.
I always thought, I'm like, what? I didn't know that. Like we said, where's your first date? And my mom
Right,
goes,
church.
I go, church? She goes, yeah, I wore a brown dress. Your dad hated it.
How did she remember it? Well, you can't see it, but
Your
how
dad
did she
hated
remember that?
I have no idea. But they do.
I know.
And they're hilarious.
They are.
But that's why we had them on the 50th episode. Now, next week is the 52nd episode.
Yes, which we already said because you're jumping around.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that we want to have a lot of fun with this one. Hopefully we'll have a studio audience. We're going to have guests, like we said, and I'll be going crazy, man. My face will be so red, it looks like it's going to pop. Look, I'll be like a raspberry over here.
Okie doke.
I get all hot. When we have guests, I get hot.
You get all hot. Did you get nervous?
No, I just think I just kind of hyper and want to banter back and forth and everything. So that'll be what we'll do. And we're hoping to have this guy in our studio audience.
This segment of Life with Eric is brought to you by
G&E Painting and Drywall, servicing Reno, Tahoe, and the Truckee areas for over 25 years.
Call G&E today for all of your painting and drywall needs. Maybe when he comes over, we can get like a quote on that Sky's room. I need some paint and drywall.
No business. Only fun.
Kidding, but not kidding.
Yeah, but if you're listening to this, no pressure, Rob. If you come over or not, at least I like you.
I do still need painting and drywall.
Okay.
Not kidding.
Kiki, you're so funny.
Right.
And I like when you lighten up. You start out like a grumpy
hate
shithead.
Up.
And then
I hate warming up with you.
And then
a grumpy shithead.
Then you.
Love you too, honey. Maybe it's because I've been drinking this sparkling rosé.
That's a massive. It's funny. You're drinking this massive thing, and I'm drinking a Moscow Mule, which I never have.
I did throw this large glass because I thought it would be more aesthetically pleasing.
I like it.
Aunt Paula and Uncle Dennis got us these.
Wow.
And,
thanks, Aunt Paula and Uncle Dennis.
And you're getting me a little loose due to this glass now.
Right. That's good.
Good, better for you.
Yeah, we should start the podcast now.
Then I'm all loose and happy.
Yeah, you're all loose and happy.
No, I just don't like warming up.
You won't laugh at me falling.
I will die laughing. I'm falling.
Oh.
I'll cry.
Anyway, thanks for another great podcast, dear.
Oh, you're welcome, honey.
Subscribe or go ahead.
I would say anytime, any week, I'll be here.
Oh. You've been here for 51 episodes straight. I
know.
Wow.
I know.
Kudos to us.
I know. Who sticks in with you for 51 weeks?
Just you so far.
It's dedication right there.
We have a handful of listeners that are out there that have stuck with us.
Who puts up with you for 51 weeks?
Oh, you.
Every week.
You.
Right.
Thank you for that.
I know. I should get like a gift, a 52-week gift.
You always want gifts.
I know. I like gifts.
No, everything doesn't have to revolve around a gift.
I think you need another Aviator Nation sweatshirt.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think you do. Subscribe or follow us on wherever you listen to your podcast, or just go to our website at www.lifewitheric.com.
And don't forget to follow us on social media for updates and a closer look into My Life with Eric. To all of our listeners out there, remember, it's always happy hour here.
Hey, Kiki,
Yeah.
who we cheersing today?
Oh,
I
shit,
can't
we
believe
forgot
I
our
did that.
cheers.
We can't do that to our fans out there. Who we cheersing?
I didn't even realize.
What the hell's our
I
problem?
I thought the ending seemed weird, but I couldn't figure out why.
And we're not editing that out.
That's
Leave the
fine.
live shit on there. Who
We're
we cheersing?
human.
We know who we're cheersing. Go
We
ahead.
do know who we're cheersing.
Let's do it quick.
We're cheersing to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy
'cause
Mother's
It is
Day,
Mother's
everybody.
Day today. So, thanks, moms.
Thanks, moms. I love you, baby.
Love you.
I can't believe we forgot that.
Well,
First time for everything.
have another Moscow Mule.
That's what it is.